basically half of the things that he was accused for.
I am now calling to order a regular meeting of the City Council, Tuesday, May 20th, 2025 at 7 p.m. Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Roll call, Madam Secretary.
People are supposed to stand for that.
Your mic's
Councilwoman Rogancy.
on. Here.
Councilwoman McGee.
Here?
Councilman Dwyer.
Here.
Councilman Boyke,
Present.
Councilman Noonan,
Here.
Councilman Lafferty,
Here.
Councilman Moore is present. We have a quorum.
Next item.
Next item is number 4, adoption of the consent agenda. So moved.
Support Lafferty with discussion.
Discussion, Mr. Lafferty.
Thank you. Oh, heck. When the computer fails, move to old technology. And I'm sorry, that's the last item on the regular agenda. I yield.
Okay. Any other discussion?
Do you have anything?
Not from the consent.
Oh, okay.
Hearing and seeing none, I will call the question. Ms. Moore?
Yes.
Mr. Lafferty?
Yes.
Mr. Dwyer?
Yes.
Mr. Boyke?
Yes.
Mr. Noonan?
Yes.
Ms. McGee?
Yes.
Rogan C is a yes. Motion carries. Next item.
Next item is adoption of the agenda. So moved with discussion.
Support Lafferty.
Discussion, Madam Secretary.
Thank you. Madam Chair, we have a couple items to add. Adding as 11A under miscellaneous, which will be 11, that's 11A. That is the Water and Sewage Disposal System Revenue Bond Series 2025 Notice of Intent Resolution. Removing item 12A. This was an ordinance that we passed on a first reading at the last meeting, but since our meetings were so close together, it went on to this and it shouldn't have gone. The city attorney's office has 10 days to review any ordinance the council passes on a first reading, so we're pulling that for the next meeting. And we're adding as 10B was an item that was a public hearing on November 26th, and it was, motion was made to table this item until May 20th, 25. So we're adding that as 10B.
Madam Secretary,
we're adding-
that item had a public hearing already?
Yes, it did.
Okay.
And,
It's gonna be an administrative, because you've already held the public.
okay,
Okay,
so
thank
that's
you.
an admin hearing, okay? And then adding, as, did I do that yet? As item, 12D is the City of Warren and Urban City Community Garden lease approval. So that would be 12D. And I think that's it.
11A is bond series, and 10B is, can you give that one to me again? Sorry.
I'm sorry,
10B,
10B is Chalmers,
Chalmers.
administrative hearing.
Any additional discussion? Hearing and seeing none, I will.
What was the first item?
11B is the bonds.
11B, thank you.
11A, sorry, bond series.
11A.
Okay, I will call the question. Ms. Moore?
Yes.
Mr. Lafferty?
Yes.
Mr. Dwyer?
Yes.
Mr. Boyke?
Yes.
Mr. Noonan?
Yes.
Ms. McGee?
Yes.
Rogan C is a yes. Motion carries. Next item.
Next item is 6A, calendar of pending matters, motion to receive and file.
Support Lafferty.
Discussion? Hearing and seeing none, I will call the question. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Next item.
Next item is 7A, approval of the bills of the general revenue funds, so moved.
Support Lafferty.
Discussion? Hearing and seeing none, I will call the question. Ms. Moore?
Yes.
Mr. Lafferty?
Yes.
Mr. Dwyer?
Yes.
Mr. Boyke?
Yes.
Mr. Noonan?
Yes.
Ms. McGee?
Yes.
Rogan C is a yes. Motion carries. Next item.
Next item is 7B, approval of the bills of the water and sewer system, so moved.
Support Dwyer.
Discussion? Hearing and seeing none, I'll call the question. Ms. Moore?
Yes.
Mr. Dwyer?
Yes.
Mr. Lafferty?
Yes.
Mr. Boyke?
Yes.
Mr. Noonan?
Yes.
Ms. McGee?
Yes.
Rogan C is a yes. Motion carries. Next item.
Next item is audience participation for agenda items only.
Good evening, members of the audience who would like to address City Council this evening may do so by filling out an audience form to the right side of the stage. There is additional time at the end of the meeting for general topics. This audience is for agenda items only. There is a clock up front, which will give you your 3 minutes. First is Mayor Lori Stone. Oh, your microphone's not on. Oh, try that.
Can you hear me now?
Yep.
Okay. Thank you, Council President. It's a pleasure for me to be here with you this evening to speak on behalf of my appointees, Fire Commissioner Skip McAdams and Fire Chief Orrin Ferguson. This is item 13B on the council agenda, originally introduced last week. These are two distinguished fire professionals, distinguished in our department, in our city, and across the region. These are two gentlemen who have integrity and lead our department with the forethought of community safety, firefighter paramedic safety, and to ensure. And that's what our community recognizes and appreciates from the public safety of our fire department. They are award-winning. They work hard to continuously be improving. I know that many of you have joined us on occasion for just some of the things that in the last few years that they've implemented, including working on our new firehouses and making sure that they are up to standards for state of the art, making sure that our firefighter paramedics have what they need. They have helped re-implement making sure that our city has EMS that work for us and respond to our needs. They have worked on procuring state-of-the-art training technology. They have brought to our community equipment in order to ensure the safety of our residents. And I am proud to appoint them to Fire Commissioner and Fire Chief. Thank you for your time.
Thank you. Next is Wilbert Skip McAdams, Commissioner.
Good evening, Council. It's a little unusual that I'm speaking about myself, but feels weird. But anyway, I just want to thank you for the opportunity, for your consideration for my reappointment to the position of Fire Commissioner. I have served this city dutifully for 17 plus years, always with the goal of making Warren Fire Department the best department, not only in the county and in the state, but in the nation. I know that's always going to be debatable by any fire chief, any fire commissioner. They all think that their department is the best and should be recognized as the best. However, I don't do it alone. I do it by working with the fire chief, with the fire union, with the executive board, with the administration, with the council, to accomplish the goals, to get out there my vision that must adhere to the vision of elected officials, and then I implement those plans, those strategies, their vision, and adopt it as my own. That has been my underlying goal as fire commissioner and as fire chief in my previous employment. For me, doing anything immoral, illegal, is not anything I would agree to, or anything that violates my moral principles. I don't believe in attacks. I have always been respectful, will always be respectful to elected officials, because I get it. You're elected, I'm appointed. You guys run for office every 4 years. I try to keep my job every day because I'm an at-will employee. That's my only role. And in doing so, implement programs, policies, and procedures that better the department. Can I do everything that I want to do? No. Anything that I do that I focus on, and the fire chief focus on, that means something else that we're not focused on. And there's only so many hours in a day, in a week, in a year, outside of other meetings and commitments that we have. Thank you.
Thank you. Next is Orrin Ferguson.
Good evening, council, and thank you for this opportunity to set the record straight. I hope that I get a chance to be reappointed. I'm going to give you a little bit of my accomplishments. Over the course of my 32-year career, I have demonstrated results-driven leadership style focused on operational excellence, strategic resource management, and personal development. My initiatives reflect a clear commitment to preparing our department for the future while honoring our traditions and supporting our firefighters today. One of my early initiatives involved leading the cleanup and reorganization of the apparatus garage. Rather than allowing the space to remain underutilized, I spearheaded its transformation into a dedicated training area for our technical rescue and hazmat teams. This project enhanced our in-house training capacity and helped foster specialized response readiness, reducing the need for outside facility of funding. Understanding the importance of department culture and community presence, I created and implemented our Honor Guard team, establishing a formal presence for ceremonies, funerals, and civic events. This initiative not only honors those who serve today, but also provides a means to honor those who served in the department in the past, and also reflects our department's pride and professionalism. From a capital improvement standpoint, I have managed several large-scale infrastructure projects. I oversaw a $2.1 million concrete renovation across all 6 fire stations, addressing long-standing facility deficiencies and improving operational safety. Additionally, I directed a full renovation of 6 station kitchens, replacing flooring, ceilings, cabinetry, countertops, and appliances. As part of this initiative, I also created a designated lunchroom for fire administration staff, enhancing workplace morale and wellness. Fleet modernization has been a priority under my leadership. I identified and replaced aging high-maintenance division vehicles with newer, more reliable models, significantly reducing annual repair costs. I standardized our fleet for improved efficiency and maintenance capability and added 6 utility vehicles to better support station operations. I also led the acquisition of new fire apparatus with advanced capabilities, improving our frontline readiness and ensuring our crews have the apparatus, vehicles, equipment, and tools they need to respond effectively. Currently, I'm overseeing the planning and the construction of 2 new fire stations. These facilities are being designated with a focus on long-term department needs, energy efficiency, and modern functionality. I have maintained close coordination with the city leadership, contractors, and internal stakeholders to keep these projects aligned with budget, timeline, and operational goals. Across all these efforts, I have emphasized fiscal responsibility, forward-looking leadership, and team empowerment. My goal as fire chief is to continue building a department that is resilient, responsive, and respected, and one that supports
You're
its
at time.
personnel, maintains a public trust, and prepared for
You're at
whenever.
time. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Council, for your time.
Mr. Vanderlinden.
Joel Vanlin, longtime Warren resident. Good evening, council. I'm here to speak about the use or misuse of the atrium. I understand Mr. Jonathan is gonna go over this. I did a FOIA on the atrium for a 1-year period. It was from July to July last year. And in there, I asked for everyone that rented the place, how much they paid, and so forth. When I got my FOIA back, it was interesting that the swearing in of my Zung was not on there. Also, the use of the atrium by the gay parade was not on there. It's funny how certain things are being paid for and rented out in that atrium, and the mayor and her agenda is not. I have great concern about this misuse and abuse. I also have a concern about the upcoming gay parade on June 14th, which all real Americans know
Mr.
is the
Vanderlyn,
U.S. Army birthday.
Mr. Vanderlyn,
and
this is
Flag
for
Day.
agenda